GTA Online is a tough game, with hundreds of mechanics to learn, thousands of players out to get you, and millions of dollars to be made. So we've compiled a list of every GTA Online tip you can think of to help you along your journey. Before we get into this video, let's just take a moment to talk about today's sponsor, Instant Gaming. Now, Instant Gaming isn't like every other business out there, because they want you to save money rather than spend it. Instant Gaming basically offers the flagship games that you want for a fraction of the price. It's literally a dream come true from gamers like you and me. They also offer pretty cheap top-up cards, which is an added bonus. So, if you want to get your hands on flagship games for half the price, or even less, make sure to head to the link in the bio of this video. And hey, there's no need to thank me. So without further ado, let's get straight into the list. If you're a newer player and want to earn $20,000 in 5 minutes, then make sure you do the VIP mission called Headhunter. It's super easy and will give you a quick cash boost that can help you buy your first business. Another great way for beginners to make money is to do the treasure hunts. It's a great way to earn some starter cash quickly, and the payouts were recently increased. You can place points of interest down on your map. This one isn't massively useful, but if you're a beginner, it could help you learn the map a little better. There are a few different locations where you can pick up a helicopter for free. I'll show them on screen right now. If you're a newer player, sourcing one of these helicopters is one of the best ways to get a ride for free. If you're a new player and want a helicopter for just $1,000, then just call in a helicopter from Merriweather, then shoot the driver and fly away on your new ride. Taking out a heavily armored and gun helicopter can be pretty tricky, but every helicopter in the game has one weak spot, the back blade. If you aim your fire here, you'll be able to take out any helicopter in just a couple of shots, making this one of the easiest ways to take out enemy choppers. If you're a new player, then make sure to buy the special carbine with a drum mag and micro SMG. These are two of the best weapons in the game and will allow you to take out high level NPCs and other players. And if you want to shoot while driving, grab an AP pistol or the tactical SMG. Whenever you're being followed by an NPC helicopter with 2 gunners, shoot the gunners but leave the pilot alive. The helicopter will still follow you, but it won't be able to attack, and the game won't spawn any more to come after you. Seriously, this will make cell issuing so much easier. To get back to your CEO office in just under a minute, call up your assistant and ask for a luxury helicopter. Once you hop in, you'll fast travel right back to your office. Always keep your Oppressor Mark II in your terabyte. It will make it much easier to request, as you'll be able to request it through the services menu. On top of this, storing your oppressor and your terabyte will free up another garage slot, so it's a win-win. Normally handbrakes slow vehicles down. The clue is in the name. But this isn't the case with the Oppressor Mark II, and holding the handbrake down will actually make you go about 20% faster, which will make any trip a whole lot quicker. Boats are notoriously difficult to turn, but not many players know that, like cars, boats have a handbrake. Activating the handbrake makes the turning so much easier in boats, and you should always be using the handbrakes over the normal brakes. If you want to drastically increase your speed when riding boats, follow these steps. When the water is calm, pull the joystick back. When the water is wavy and choppy, push the joystick forward. Trust me, you'll notice the speed difference immediately. If you spawn a vehicle and it's nowhere to be found, you can actually just respawn it and it'll spawn at the closest available spot. Whenever you request a personal vehicle, make sure you look directly at the ground. This will cause the vehicle to be delivered much closer to you because the game doesn't like spawning the vehicle where you're looking. So if you only look at the ground, it'll be forced to spawn it close to you. You can add a custom name tag to each of your garages by calling your mechanic. This will help you organize your vehicles and see what cars are where. If your vehicle ever gets impounded, don't pick it up yourself. Instead, get your CEO assistant to pick it up for 1K. When stealing a car from a poor old NPC, aim down the sights of your gun as you enter the vehicle. This will cause the driver to jump out of the car, making it much faster to steal the car because you won't need to go through the animation of kicking the NPC out. This one is actually pretty useful if you're trying to make a quick getaway. For any racers out there, it's time to listen up. When you're racing, make sure you use a mechanic called curb boosting. This is basically when you drive along the curb as you race to speed up your lap times. It's used by F1 drivers all the time, so if it works for Lewis Hamilton, it'll definitely work for you. Loads of players forget about this, but you can actually cook grenades while in a vehicle. This will help you take out anyone who is chasing you, as you can time the explosion much more accurately. If you want to take down any armored vehicle in the game, then whenever a player is throwing a sticky bomb out of their car, just shoot it while it is in their hands. This will detonate the bomb immediately, and no matter how heavily armored the car is, it will blow up. The Armor Kimura is possibly the best armor vehicle for newer players. However, one drawback is that you can't shoot in a full 360-degree circle when you're driving. To combat this, have a buddy or two sit in the back seats as you drive. They'll be able to shoot in a full circle, allowing you to take out anyone who stands in your way, no matter where they are. When someone starts shooting guided missiles at you, you're pretty much screwed, right? Wrong! You can actually shoot a flare and the missiles will target that instead of you, leaving you to fight another day. You can actually use police riot vans to your advantage in GTA Online. If you see one, just hop in the back. You'll get full armor, which will come in very handy when you're in a tight firefight with the cops. This tip can also be used for ambulances, but instead of getting armor, you'll restore a massive chunk of your health. Perfect if you're in an intense firefight with NPCs or other players. You can switch walls during a gunfight to gain a new angle over your opponents to help you take them down. You'll need to be in between two walls, but from here, all you need to do is poke your head out of cover that you're in and press the cover button when you're peeking. This will make your character switch walls and can really help you get out of a tight spot. There are a few helmets in the game that offer thermal or night vision. These can be used in dark situations to give you the upper hand over your opponents. It's pretty important to never go out and pick a fight with a random guy or a group in a public lobby. It might seem fun when you kill them for the first time, but when they roll up to your front door with better guns and weapons, you're going to regret it. A lot of people have been playing this game for years and will be able to outgun you, so don't make the mistake of taking them on. If you're not yet at a high enough level to buy the advanced weapons and ammunition, you can bypass this by using a weapons workshop in one of your properties. Just use the upgrade station and you'll be able to buy a Mark II version of any weapon, no matter what level you are. If you killed another player too many times and they have ghosted you, you can unghost them by setting a bounty on them. This will allow you to kill them even more. With the Cayo Perico heist, you can actually tell where the hacking cabinet will be. If there is no guard at the base of the tower, the cabinet will be on the ground floor. But if there is a guard, the cabinet will be on one of the upper levels, so you'll need to make a climb. The fastest way to get back to the plane after the scouting mission on the Cayo Perico heist is actually just to die. You won't fail the mission, and it's so much easier than trekking all the way back. To make the finale of the Cayo Perico heist much easier, you can actually poison the guards in one of the setup missions. There's a spot where you can poison the water supply, and come the final mission, the guards will be very weak. The fingerprint cloner is one of the hardest parts of the Cayo Perico heist, but there is a way to solve it easily. First, solve the first part of the puzzle, which is the easiest part. Then for the next part down, use the piece that you just used but place it one to the right. Keep doing this until you get to the end, and this should solve the cloner every time. When doing the long fin setup for the Cayo Perico heist, it's a good idea to blow yourself up after you made it out of the police station. This is the quickest way to get rid of your wanted level and will save you so much time running from the cops. If you plan on grinding the Cayo Perico heist, I highly recommend you get yourself a sparrow. Yeah, it's expensive, but it's one of the fastest birds in the game and will make the mission go by much quicker. And you can also store the sparrow in your submarine to speed up the process even more. Be sure to not neglect your weekly time trials. Your normal time trial will net you 100k for just a few minutes of work, and the HSW trial will net you 250k. When doing these time trials, it's a good idea to use the Hakucho drag bike. This is one of the fastest bikes in the game and will make these time trials pretty easy. This one is a little bit pointless, but if you go into first person mode while walking upstairs, you'll actually walk up them slightly faster. I mean, I guess time is money, so any time saved is worth it, right? Whenever you go into a building that doesn't permit running, switch to first person and you'll also be able to walk a little quicker. When you're in your motorcycle club, make sure to turn on formation assist. This mechanic is going to make the slowest motorbike as fast as the quickest one in your crew. So yeah, even the guy with the Faggio will be able to keep up with you as you tear through Los Santos. You can also use formation assist with planes if you're a CEO, helping your slowest plane to keep up with your quickest one. You can actually save any mission progress that you make in a lobby by changing your outfit in the interaction menu. All you need to do is quickly change your outfit after completing a mission and then leave the lobby. All of your progress will thereon be saved. If you're unlucky and get the worst sell mission for one of your businesses, don't suffer through it. Instead, just quickly change lobbies, which will reset the sell mission. You'll lose up to 10% of your product, but that's much better than losing the will to live doing a terrible sell mission. Similarly, if you get your cargo blown up in a lobby, just change lobbies really quickly. You'll lose a little bit of product, but most of it will be restored. And that's a much better way to go. When you're using your phone, you can quickly get out of the websites by pressing triangle if you're on PlayStation or Y on Xbox. This will stop you from having to spam the back button, saving you time and of course your sanity. If you get stuck on an unskippable phone call, you can actually just skip it by pausing the game and then returning back to it. This tip will speed up missions and save your sanity, as you won't have to listen to Lester drone on for hours with his creepy voice. The phone menu is kinda slow in GTA, but you can speed this up by skipping pages. To do so, just click left or right on the D-pad for console users, or the arrow keys if you're a PC player. When using your phone, you can only withdraw 1 million at a time, but if you go to an ATM, you can take out as much cash as you want. When you get an invitation in GTA Online, you can hold up on the D-pad, which will automatically open your phone to accept the invite. To organize your phone contact list, you actually just delete the contacts that you don't use. This will make finding the right number much easier and give your phone menu a cleaner look. You can also delete radio stations that you don't listen to make finding your favorite station a little bit easier. If you're ever in a tight PvP spot, ring up Lamar and call a mugger on the player that's trying to kill you. The mugger will knock the player down, giving you a window to escape. The fastest car in the game is called the Divest 8, and if you get it with the HSW upgrade, no one will be able to keep up with you. However, I wouldn't recommend spending a lot of money on supercars in 2023. GTA Online isn't really focused on racing anymore, so supercars are a bit of a waste. Instead, grab an armored vehicle, which is much more useful. To walk up mountains with ease, equip a weapon and aim down at sights as you walk. For some reason, this kind of glitches the game and you'll be able to walk up vertical paths with ease. Wasting money is a massive no-go in GTA Online. Instead of splashing out on cars and outfits, you need to invest your money into businesses, or you'll remain broke forever. The best players have dozens of businesses behind them, so follow in their footsteps and you'll be rich in no time. Whenever you're trying to track a player in an online lobby, you can use the highlight player option on your phone. This will make the player flash on the map so you can track them down seamlessly. If you have all of the equipment and staff upgrades on any of your businesses, then you should consider transitioning from stealing to buying supplies. In the long run, it's much more cost effective and you make more money by doing so. If you're struggling to make enough money to stock your businesses, then do your stash houses. These are relatively new features, but are easy to do and will completely restock one of your businesses, or give you 31k if you don't have a business yet. If you do have a business, doing your stash house would also give you about 16k for you to use on any of your service vehicles. Always make sure that your businesses are fully stocked. It can be easy to forget about this when you're doing a heist or something similar, but every time you neglect your business, you're wasting money. The worst business in the entire game is the document forgery business. It might look pretty good and is very accessible, but I promise you that you won't make any money from this one, so stay far away from it. The Master Control Terminal is a game-changing asset. It will allow you to control all your businesses from the comfort of your arcade, helping you free up your time and make so much more money. Most of your businesses will have a vending machine or similar spot to where you can fill up on your snacks. But if you don't have a business yet, you can simply head to Simeon's office in Premium Deluxe Motors and fill up on snacks there. Your MC business can only get raided while you're an MC president, so always disband your MC before going outside. Be sure to complete payphone hits every single day in GTA. They take like 2 minutes but pay 85k. Few other missions can compete with this payout to time ratio. Buying personal quarters for the places that you visit frequently is a great idea. You can then spawn the location and fast travel to it, saving you a bunch of time in the long run. If your nightclub's popularity is getting low, change the DJ. This will cost you about 100k the first time, but the cost decreases after this, and you'll get an instant popularity boost, helping you maintain that 50k per day passive income reward. Another way to increase your popularity is by completing nightclub dynamic events. The easiest mission is throwing someone out, which is literally just a cutscene of you kicking an NPC out of your club. The worst mission is driving to a VIP home, but even this is better than any of the popularity missions, which absolutely suck. Make sure that your nightclub warehouse workers are assigned to the most profitable products. Right now, these are cargo and shipments, sporting goods, South American imports, pharmaceutical research, and cash creation. Complete as many contracts at your agency as you can. They are quick to do and pay pretty well, but the secret here is that for every contract you complete, you increase the amount of money that you receive per day at your safe. This is capped at 10k per day, but over time, that will add up significantly. If you're going to steal a car off the street, then shoot out the windows with a firearm before you approach it. This will speed up the stealing animation, as your character won't need to break the window with his elbow. This is a great way to speed up a getaway. To quickly reduce your wanted level by 1 star, chuck a mask on when you're not in the cop's field of vision. If you activate stealth mode on the Raiju or Akula, you'll bring your wanted level down by 2 stars. Perfect if you're in a tight situation with the cops. If you need to lose the cops, head to the sewer tunnels, which can be found off the highway or south of the casino. This is easily the best location to lose your wanted level in the game. For all my PlayStation users, changing your radio station doesn't have to be a headache. You can actually just change the radio by swiping up and down on the touchpad. This tactic can also be used for changing your weapon while driving. Neat, right? Did you know that with the latest GTA Online update, you can teleport from your hangout straight to the airport? All you have to do is walk to the flight school from your hangar, and you should want to find a fast travel spot. These are a couple more fast travel spots dotted around the map, including your agency and the casino penthouse. If you want to stop your car instantly, then change characters and then quickly cancel. This will stop your car dead in its tracks and is a perfect last resort if you're about to crash. For some odd reason, flying above 900 feet will actually cause you to fly faster when in a plane, and trust me, you'll notice the difference immediately. If you want to level up quickly in Arena Wars, don't play the minigame, just spin the wheel in the viewing room. I know this sounds counterintuitive, but spinning the wheel will give you much more XP than playing. GTA is a weird game, right? If you're looking to get started with an acid lab, make sure you complete all the first dose story missions in order. You'll be given the 6x6 for free. And if you complete the last dose missions in order, you'll get a car called the Virtue for free. It's electric and it's pretty quick. If you do have an acid lab, then don't bother going into the lab to start resupply missions. You can actually just call Mutt on your phone and start the mission straight away. If you own a high-end apartment with a heist room, set up a heist, but don't play it. You can just use the invite as a fast travel pass, allowing you to hop out of any tough situations with ease. When you're driving in mid-air, hold down the handbrake. This will allow you to flat spin the car, helping you land on your wheels rather than your roof. If you're in a race that is locked in first-person mode, you can press and hold the cinematic button to view your card in third-person mode. Is this technically cheating? Maybe, but if you win a race, who cares? Before landing while parachuting, bring out your weapon. This will skip the animation where you take off the parachute, making things a little bit more efficient. One of the worst missions in the entire game is the On Parade mission. You can make this mission more manageable by flying the jet into the city instead of trying to kill the Avengers. By doing this, there is a decent chance that the Avengers will just crash into the mountain, saving a lot of time, effort, and bullets on your part. If you want to speed up the bunker delivery mission, get your hands on a cargo bob. This thing can pick up the truck for your excess bunker deliveries, speeding up these missions and saving you the hassle of dealing with hostile NPCs on the road. One of the most underrated activities you can do in GTA Online is the bunker shooting range, and if you're able to get the highest score in the shooting range, you'll be pretty nicely rewarded. One of the best rewards is getting an extra 5 capacity slots for throwables, and I probably don't even need to mention how useful this is going to be in your GTA Online adventures. Whenever you log on, make sure you spin the wheel at the casino. You get the chance of winning a car, and even smaller rewards add up over time. If you never want to pay your employees their daily expense fee, then change lobbies before the GTA day finishes, which is every 48 minutes. You only need to pay your staff at the start of each day, so if you never complete a day in the same lobby, you'll never need to pay. When you're out of ammo, instead of heading to ammunition or your armory, just go to your interaction menu. You'll be able to buy all kinds of ammo here, and this one's going to save you so much time. You can also commend other players to give them a small discount at ammunition. It's not much, but every little bit helps. With the new career progress feature in GTA, you should focus on completing the tier 4 challenges first, because doing this will actually complete a bunch of the lower tiers in process, saving you a bunch of time in the long run. Tapping the trigger when blind firing a grenade launcher will put it in rapid fire mode. The most efficient way to use the plasma cutter is to hold down all the way until you're just about to overheat, then stop and let it cool down. The amount of players who don't know this next tip is crazy, but GTAweb.eu is an awesome platform that gives you access to a map that updates in real time. This will give you the location of everything that you could ever need in your specific lobby and is an absolute game changer. Like seriously, as soon as you're done watching this video, be sure to go check it out. Gun lockers are a godsend in GTA Online. Any experienced player should have one in at least one of your properties. Gun lockers will allow you to customize your loadout and remove the dead weight in your gun wheel so you can get the good weapons faster. You can actually max out your character's strength really easily. All you need to do is load up the mission called Peer Pressure. Complete the mission and then head to the beach and start beating up NPCs. Because it's a mission, the cops won't get called, so you can just punch people till your strength is maxed out. Hold to sprint is finally an option for console players. To enable this, just go to the settings menu and switch from tap to sprint to hold to sprint. Your poor thumb will definitely thank you. If you're ever drowning, don't forget that you can use snacks to restore health. As long as you're eating snacks, it'll take you a long time to die underwater. This tip will make finding underwater collectibles so much easier. Making buddies in GTA Online can be pretty tricky. Believe me, we've all been there. So if you're struggling to make friends, check out a GTA Online Discord server. These servers are specifically designed for players like you and me and will make finding new friends so much easier. And finally, before you do anything in GTA Online, check out a guide or tips video on YouTube. Whether it's by me or hundreds of other awesome creators out there, you'll find something of value that will make your project more efficient. Seriously, this platform is a goldmine for GTA Online knowledge. So there you have it, there are 106 tips to help you along your journey. We hope you found this video useful, and if you did, make sure you check out our recent guide of the 10 best ways to make money solo in GTA Online.